brought to you by CCT.
My name is Jordan Dawson, and I am 12th grader at Elmwood High School.
And my name is Rafael de Rosario, and I'm a 7th grader in St. George's Secondary School.
And we have a couple of questions for the Minister of Education in regards to Reading is Fun Week.
What are you really running for, boss? You could have bust a hole in your head. But see, with the competition, it means about to bust a hole in your pocket.
I could get my modem, please.
Anyhow, I got something huge to show you.
I gotta be sick in your head.
The whole on string bean, Tina kind of party. Check this. That's LTE1 for just about everyone. LTE2 for you and your boo. And hold on. Bam! Rate so low, you feel like you're free. That's LTE3 for you and the whole family.
Save even more on your internet with new pricing from CCT. Get LTE 2 now for only $149. Get LTE 3 for the new low price of $189. All packages are unlimited, so there's no overage charge. You don't have to run into Chaz for savings. Just stop by our store and sign up today. Come on over to CCT. Life Unlimited.
How did you get started as a poet? Did you write poems when you were a child?
Yeah, actually in school, we had an assignment to write a poem, and that got me started. And then I remember one time there was a hurricane. I think it was Hurricane Luis back in 1995. And it was such an experience, such an interesting experience that it inspired a poem that I actually published in a newspaper called Relentless.
Okay.
What books did you like as a child? Did you make any stories of your own?
I love comic books. I used to read Spider-Man, the Avengers, X-Men, mostly Marvel, but I had some DC. I did a little Superman and Batman and stuff like that. But I absolutely loved comic books, and I loved Asterix. I'm not sure if you know about Asterix. I think a Viking. Is it Viking? Yeah, I think so.
Can you share what inspires you when writing? What is your writing process?
To write, I write based on inspiration. Sometimes I have a receipt in my hand. That's the only paper I have, and I might scribble something on the receipt. So sometimes when I'm in deep thought, meditation, things come to me and I just write it down on scraps of paper, and then I go back on it and expand on it.
Okay. When you were a child, did you think you'd make this role today? What do you like most about your job?
If I thought I would be in this role?
Yeah.
No, I never thought I would be a politician when I was a child. I used to like to eat a lot of foods. I thought I would be a baker. And then I enjoyed teaching, and I really thought I would teach for a career. But as I got older, I had a lot of passion for solving problems that the community had. I joined a lot of community groups, and it was a natural progression into politics.
In your current occupation, do you find it necessary to keep up your artistry? As in, do you go back to the pen and paper often, if at all?
I don't get a lot of time, but I'm thinking that I want to. I went to Carifesta recently, and it's a part of the job, actually, the culture. That's a part of my portfolio. So I'm exposed to it, and I can't help but want to participate. So I participated in Carifesta, and that inspired me to do a little writing, and persons will hear some new poetry from me pretty soon. And hopefully sometime in the future I get to write a book.
Right.
Can you give any advice to someone wanting to write and publish poetry?
I just do it, like the Nike logo says. Just sit down and get something out. I think the most important thing is to get something on paper, and not to procrastinate. If you want to do it, just believe in yourself, and practice makes perfect.
Okay, as Minister of Education and Culture, what plans do you have for persons who want to pursue artistic endeavors?
Well, right now we are developing the Department of Culture. We should have a new Director of Culture soon, who I believe will be able to push the vision that I have. And when it comes to all our cultural artists, we want to provide a little bit more support, which means, even financial support, workshops, opportunities to be able to travel and expose yourselves to, places where you have highly developed departments of culture and cultural industries, and even providing opportunities for collaboration between, persons who write locally and international, acclaimed artists in different areas.
Okay, what are your ideas for promoting the arts in the British Virgin Islands, whether that be literary arts, visual arts, dance arts, musical arts, etc.? And do you believe it's necessary to have a good artistic program in schools?
Oh, absolutely. I do believe that it's good to have a good artistic program. When I was in school, I was in the arts program. And, that is filling some gaps, but there's some other gaps that need to be filled as well. I'm pleased that at Elmore Stout, I know even before the storm, it should have continued after. They had a very good drama program, very good music program, but I think it can still be improved. I think there are areas that we can still improve. And when it comes to showcasing the arts, I'm glad you asked that question. Actually, on the first weekend of November, we're going to have a cultural arts festival.
Really?
Yeah, and we're going to get persons involved who are in drama, poetry, music, visual art, fashion, and we want to have those at multiple times in the year. So that's going to be the first one under my watch. We really want to use that really to honor Dolores Christopher, who when she was in government, the late great Dolores Christopher, when she was in government, she had a Festival of the Arts. So I really want to continue the Festival of the Arts in her honor. And persons will have a lot more opportunities under my leadership to showcase their artistic skills. And I should say as well, the cruise ship industry, it works for our tourism product as well, because the cruise ship industry is saying that they want more culture, more value added to our product.
Definitely.
Through exposing the guests to our authentic local culture.
And of course, there's a big question of encouraging arts in the country and having young artists exposed to the industry, maybe going off island, going to dance companies, having camps like children, having music camps, dance camps, drama camps. What would be your vision for that?
Well, I have to say that in the BVI, we have a long tradition of sending persons to like Interlaken, places like that. I want to continue that. And under the last administration, they had an Emerging Fellows Award. I would like to continue the Emerging Fellows Award and give more opportunities to talented young persons to go abroad and participate in workshops among their peers, international peers.
Yes, definitely. Now, there's a very big concern when it comes to the literature passages that students are exposed to in school.
Yeah.
I remember I had to read some very violent themed poems, some including witchcraft. And the thing is that when you expose these children to these very, sometimes really negative themes in these literature passages, they become very disattached when it comes to reading and literature, and they grow very disdain for reading and literature in a whole. What would be your vision for changing that and inspiring something that the students could relate to and could gain something positive from?
Yeah, well, when I was in school, I really liked to read things that I could relate to. So we read short stories by persons like Earl Lovelace, and Earl Lovelace subsequently became one of my favorite authors, because I felt as though I can relate to what he was writing about. So it's very important to have reading that students can relate to. I wasn't aware of the fact that we had some passages that persons may have had a problem with for various reasons. So I certainly will have to look into the type of passages that are being read to ensure that they're appropriate. But I do think that it's very important that you have reading passages that you can relate to, that you think is interesting. Because of course some persons may think that they might have a bias towards reading based on their experiences in the classroom. So we want to make sure that the experiences teach children that reading is fun.
Definitely.
And reading is something that you basically have different types of reading for lots of different persons.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Well, just to say, I'm very impressed with the interview questions. You guys did a wonderful job. You obviously read a lot through your childhood, and I want to encourage other persons to read as well. Reading, I really think that reading helped to place me in the role that I am today. Reading increases your vocabulary, increases your critical thinking skills. It gives you lots of knowledge about lots of different cultures. So reading is an excellent tool to develop yourselves, and I'm hoping that everybody would commit themselves to doing some reading.
No, we'd like to thank you for taking your time out to give us this interview today and sharing what you believe for Reading is Fun Week. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
It's been said, sticks and stones may break bones, but words don't hurt me. That could not be further from the truth. Everything you say and do creates an impact. Whether you're 13 or 30, 6 or 60, your actions and words carry weight. They either lift someone up or tear them down. 1 in 5 students ages 12 to 18 has been bullied during the school year. Approximately 160 teens have skipped school because of bullying. The most commonly reported types of bullying are verbal harassment, social harassment, physical bullying, and cyberbullying. Remember, everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about, and bullying is never okay, whether it's in a classroom or corporation. 284 Media joins the Ministry of Education of the Government of the Virgin Islands in the fight against bullying. When you see it or hear it, speak up against it. Let's end bullying.